Hello guys, so I've been an Airspace driver for a while now, and honestly, my feelings about it are pretty mixed. On one hand, the flexibility is great. I liked that I wasn't forced to take every assignment. I could pick and choose when I wanted to work, and if I wanted to grind out long hours, I could. That kind of control over your schedule is something a lot of people are chasing, especially if you're balancing another job, school, or even running an online business. The app itself is easy enough to use, and I appreciated that they did pay for wait times, tolls, and parking, at least most of the time. Everything from accepting a job to navigating to pickup and drop-off is pretty straightforward, which lowers the learning curve. For someone who enjoys driving and doesn't mind being independent, it gave me a sense of freedom that a regular job doesn't, and that freedom can be really appealing if you're used to rigid schedules. But over time, I started noticing things that really bothered me. The biggest issue is the way compensation is handled. Sometimes they'll show a route as a certain number of miles, and after you complete the delivery, the actual pay reflects fewer miles than what you drove. That happened to me more than once, and it felt unfair because you're putting in extra wear and tear on your car without getting paid for it. When you're using your own vehicle, every mile matters, not just for gas, but for tires, oil changes, and long-term maintenance. Those small discrepancies add up, and over weeks or months, they can noticeably impact your real earnings. Another frustrating thing is toll reimbursement. Most tolls these days are toll by plate, and it takes well over a month to get billed, but Airspace closes out the pay period before that time. That means you often eat that cost yourself. If you're driving in areas with frequent toll roads, that can quietly drain your wallet. They also advertise an attempt delivery fee of around $26, but in my case, I ended up only getting $20 instead, even after being told I'd get the full amount. It leaves you with the sense that they're shaving off little bits here and there. Even if each difference seems small, it creates uncertainty, and when you're relying on this income, consistency and transparency really matter. The other side of the coin is that pay is strictly one way. You get paid for the trip out, but if there's no return delivery, you're coming back on your own dime. That might not sound too bad until you realize a lot of these runs are long distance. Driving hours back empty without compensation adds up fast, and if you factor in gas prices and maintenance on your vehicle, your net profit can get pretty thin. It's one thing to drive across town, but it's another to drive 2 or 3 hours and then have to make that same trip back for free. Add in traffic, wasted time waiting around for assignments, and inconsistent workloads, and it becomes difficult to rely on as a steady source of income. Some days are busy, others are dead, and that unpredictability makes planning tough. I also had a couple experiences where I felt uncomfortable with how little identification drivers are given. I walked into a hospital for a delivery, and security asked who I was with. When I said Airspace, they were surprised I didn't have any kind of badge. I asked the company about getting some form of ID, and they basically told me no and asked for my own ID instead. That didn't sit right with me, especially since many of the deliveries are sensitive medical specimens. Walking into secure environments without official identification can feel awkward at best and risky at worst, and it puts the driver in an uncomfortable position with staff who are just trying to do their job. So from my experience, being an Airspace driver can work if you're just looking for flexible side income, you don't mind the inconsistencies, and you're okay with the way they structure pay. It can be useful as a filler between other commitments or as a way to make extra money on your own terms. But if you're hoping to make it a main source of income, it's tough to sustain because the mileage, tolls, and return trips really cut into what you actually take home. I enjoyed the independence at first, but in the long run, I felt like the company didn't value drivers enough and shifted too many of the costs onto us.